Looks like we are getting into our game 2 draft.
Going for the Vel'Koz ban first, very interesting. I don't think I actually know. They're actually doing the research now, like I told them. They searched it up. They saw Kevadis plays Vel'Koz. Good, blue team. Good. We're learning. Always be ahead
Yeah,
of the game.
Heizeki is definitely looking for some redemption here on blue team after that was a pretty tough loss in game number 1. So I'm excited to see if Heizeki is going to be able to bounce back. We do have the set getting banned away from some desired. I'm expecting the Irelia ban here. There it is. Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm not mad at them.
I know you said he played everything, but when somebody goes 11-1 on a champion, you just you kind of have to ban it for the next game. I think.
I think so too. Actually, I think sorry, learning something about Discord. I think yeah, when you see somebody go 11-0, you definitely have to ban it. You have to put the respect on the name of that. Nobody can go 11-0 that quick unless they really know how to lane phase. And Marty is very good at that. He's good at his macro. He's good at his micro. He really knows how to play his opponent very well. And as you saw in those trades, he really knows how to fight under tower too. I did notice that you were amazed by that. You had 2 big reactions to those under tower fights.
Well, yeah, it's I mean, of course,
it's intense,
yeah, you gotta...
dude. It's very intense. I was speechless. I just thought this poor bastard plays too much Irelia. But
I mean, he was saying, just now in the pregame lobby, how he hasn't played Irelia in however long, in like 2 years, I think he said.
Yeah, so he used to be an old Irelia main, actually.
Okay.
You're a bit quiet. Thank you, Doc Tonham, for telling me that. Good to know. Good to know. I can lower myself on this. Is that a little bit better? Thank you for joining. Thank you, Gym Leader Coda. It's good to see you. These are some people who are talking in the chat right now. Crewman, you got anything to say to them?
What's up, chat? How you guys doing?
We out here.
Thanks for being here.
We out here today. Don't forget to hit that follow button. We're going to be doing stuff like this more often. And, solo stuff as well. Some gaming content. But definitely these league customs. I definitely want to get into this habit of, like, putting these out there, making it a little bit more exquisite. But we can't do it without you viewers. So thank you guys so much for coming once again.
Is the dream to kind of make your own league, or are you just looking to be more on like the content, just making content side of things, or
I kind of
like videos to YouTube, or like what's your ultimate goal with this whole kind of
we gotta follow.
Event.
Thank you guys so much for following. Our first follower. I did not see the name. I do apologize. I don't know why. I gotta make that a little bit longer. If you type in chat, I can give you a personal thank you. But yeah, my goal here is to make some content. I do want to make my own league team. I think Chicago is a very nice place to start one. I think it's a place that should have had esports added to it a long time ago. But we do it this way to give to the community online here. I feel like League sometimes can be a very toxic community when you're playing solos and ranks and you don't get to really know the player. Yeah, you don't get to really know the player because, like, me as a League player, I have an ego, and I will, like, I shouldn't put myself out there, but, I will fight for my ego, and I'm not the best player, and I know that too. But, what makes the game fun for me is being able to know your opponent, know your ally, be a friend, and just be able to, like, play these games. But it would be also awesome to start my own, like, tournament here. If anything, too, if we could start, this is the dream, I'm going to put this out here. If I could have people dedicated with making their own team online and, like, putting in money for a tournament, I would love to start a draft on Discord. I think it would be so fun to have a personal clash type draft going, We don't get enough...
So you're looking to start your own league?
Yeah, I'm looking to start my own league. I think it'd be fun. I think having the college people from Northeastern... I feel like I'm reading that wrong, but it's on my jersey. Got to make sure every time. Northeastern. I think it's awesome that they have a club there. I would love to get clubs like them and other colleges to, like, join a Discord and, get close to each other, get personal, and really hone the skills to make their own competitive side scene as well. So, yeah, I would say I would be looking into that. And the content here is fun. I like making memories. I like having people, look back at these videos and think, damn, that was me playing a game. I did good. I did terrible. Let me rewatch these VODs, see what I did good and bad, and honing skills. I guess I do this shit for the love of the game.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely amazing. I all that, and hopefully, we can get you towards the point where we have enough players who are involved. We can kind of build the community and get to a point where you can run your own league. I feel like that would be super super cool.
I think it.
But
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it's not just my league. I think it'd be our league. It'd be the community's league. It'd be something we can really do together. And it takes one person to come, but it takes all of us to get it done. So
That's true. That's true. Yeah, running a league is not a one-man job.
Nope.
No matter how much work you put in, obviously you're going to need more people involved to really make it something special. So I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it.
Exactly, dude.
But we haven't talked about these drafts at all yet, so I feel like maybe we could touch on them a little bit.
Yeah, since we have the 2-minute mark, let's get into it. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty of this game. So right now, we have we did get some bans on the blue side with Vel'Koz, Irelia, and Jinx. That Jinx is going to be for their ADC. I believe it was their last captain, but not anymore. And on the red side, we have Sett, Jhin, and the Lucian ban. Looking at these team comps, crewman, what do you think about them? Nock and Viego spicy, as somebody says on the chat doc. Yep, I will say that is true. That Viego pick is spicy. Nocturne too. That's going to be a very heavy jungle fight lane right there. But sorry about that, crewman. What were you saying?
Well, I was just going to say I'm definitely excited to see some Desired on the Volibear after a pretty solid Sett performance last game. The Sett obviously banned away from him this time around, pulling out the Volibear. I assume we're going to see like the Rod of Ages, like Quick Blades, kind of Jack of all trades, sort of off-brand Volibear build come out, which does a crazy amount of damage once you do complete those first couple of items. So definitely excited to see that. And on the other side, we've got Ambessa and the new and upgraded Victor hitting the Rift for Red Team this game. So that's going to be really exciting to see as well. Those champs in the solo lanes are both, I feel like, pretty strong right now. They did tap down Ambessa a little bit on this most recent patch, but I feel like she's still pretty powerful. And then last thing really to note is going to be the R5 Caitlyn actually coming through here for the red team. You usually don't see that 80 carry picked on the R5 slot, but maybe just not wanting to go through the hassle of swapping champions or this sort of thing. But Caitlyn Zyra going to be a strong pushing bot lane down there to trying to compete with the Ashe brand.
I will say that this game is looking pretty spicy. I'm very excited to see somebody playing the new Victor. I have not seen...
Yeah.
Well...
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie here. Don't look at my op.gg, but I was gonna say I haven't seen anyone play Victor really good, but I tried and let's just say it didn't go well. But it will be interesting to see a Victor player actually playing him in this game. As this game is
he's crazy. Yeah.
As this game
go on.
As this game is loading up, I'm gonna be switching it right here. Let's take a there we are. Let's give it some time, see if who's on what, because we can only see one side of the team, and we did see blue side. Let's analyze red. We got Twice the Charm on the new champion, Ambessa. We got Virtue. How do you say that?
Virtute is what I've been going with.
Virtute. We have Virtue on the Old God Nocturne. Oh, this actually takes me for a shocker. I'm not gonna lie here. So, I was thinking that the Kevaris was going to be on the Victor this game. But they have threw me for a swirl, because it's actually MPTY on this character. First going the Bruiser and Fighting type, now going a Control Mage.
Alright, so I'm at 5 again. We're going to do that thing again, right?
Do you have my stream open? I also put it live to see if that would work as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, but
if you want to,
honestly, I kind of prefer being in client. If you're okay with us instead,
that's fine. So let's do 10 seconds.
Okay.
Tell me, you do the countdown.
All right. On 3, we're on 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. We're good.
Okay.
All right, starting the game strong here. We got Ari running bot side with the Ashe and Brand on the blue side. And we have Victor running to the Ravine as well. It looks like this game is going to be a little bit more heavier in the engaging more than last time. Oh.
A little bit, a little, not really. I mean, I don't, there's not really any, I mean, there's Nocturne ult and Bessa ult, and Ashe ult. That's kind of the only engage, really, that that's all that I would classify as engage. You know, Volibear can run at you, Viego can run at you, but that's not really, like, you can't just start a fight on command with Volibear right-clicking forward, you know what I mean?
You're right, you're right. I guess I don't, really play Volibear as much. I used to get bullied to being a Volibear main, though. That's a...
But so you were like forced to play Volibear, or you played Volibear and you were mocked for it?
Played Volibear and mocked for it, actually. I have a YouTube video on it.
Interesting. Why? Why would you be mocked? I feel like Volibear is a pretty based champion. No?
Back in the old days before his rework, Kevadis himself actually would tell me I was a Voli main, and I tried for a bit, and did not like the old school Volibear as much.
Yeah. What were the big differences with old Volley again? I remember his stun where he would like behind him instead of just stunning you in place, right?
It's been so long I can't even think about it now. Like,
it's weird. Yeah, to try and think back to old champion designs, it can be kind of a wild ride to try to bring yourself back. Even champions like Ari have been reworked a little bit, right? Not maybe to an extent, but it's interesting to think that she like didn't used to get the recharges on her ultimate on takedowns, you know? That didn't used to be a thing at all. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting how the game changes. And that's really, I think, for me, the main reason why I really have stuck with League for so long. I really enjoy how the game kind of evolves over time.
Yeah, I will say I agree to that, to be honest. I like it. It makes you... I feel like every new season there's always a new challenge and gimmick to learn. And it's very interesting watching the game evolve and making you evolve with the time of it, too. Bot lane looking to make some trades in. Ashe pretty low right now.
Yeah.
Red side winning that trade.
As not looking good for Heizeki at all. And this wave is pushing away from blue team as well. Caitlyn Zyra can be so dangerous. As any of that CC lands, you're going to take a big chunk of that health bar. So blue team going to have to be really careful as they try to get this wave shoved in. Heizeki staying on about 300 health.
Twice the Charm and Some Desire fighting each other again in the top side. Trading under tower. It looks like they're going pretty even again this time around. I am very interested to see how this goes. I think that Twice the Charm and Some Desired are two equally decent players in the top lane. So it's always interesting to see that type of fight.
Yeah. I almost gave Twice the Charm the ace for the previous game because he was so close to getting those solo kills onto Some Desired in the early laning phase, but wasn't quite able to get them, so I wasn't quite able to give over that ace honor to Twice. But see if things can turn around this time. Both junglers hovering towards the top side of the map right now. Nocturne going to be the first to arrive as Boot moves in. Level 4 Nocturne. Not that threatening, and here comes the Viego. Some Desire going to flash away to get away from the Fear Tether, but now Roosh a little bit left out to dry. The Viego may have to flash away here as well. Not going to have to expend it in the end. The Ambessa just a little bit too strong in the early game here. The skirmishing power was just a little bit more powerful for the red team.
Nice. I also did get the camera situation fixed, so now I can jump to each player as we talk and shoutcast about them immediately. Red side looking to push very hard with a hard wave.
Yeah, for the next game, I should definitely switch to just watching the Discord stream if you're doing manual camera. That would work much better.
It's something to practice, but it's very interesting, and I think I did a good job this time around. Bren getting a W off the Caitlyn, looking to force the red side to back. Viego on his 2 kills.
Yeah, red team gonna go for a reset here. So they got the wave shoved in. Yeah, the spectator camera I feel like it does okay at capturing most of the action. I mean, it's programmed to just kind of like go over the part of the map where the most abilities are being used, I think. So that's just kind of like it usually catches things but definitely it can be a little bit jumpy at times. So if you have somebody practiced at directing the camera, that is obviously... Oh, Rake's in trouble here in the mid lane. Not the flash away. I think still going to get tagged by the Fear Tether, but should be able to get back underneath the turret. Vertute possibly in trouble now. The slow's going to start coming through from the Ashe. But Heizeki does get trapped by the gravity well. Flash forward is going to secure the kill. First blood to Heizeki. Starting off strong here in game 2.
Top lane, Some Desire going in on the Twice the Charm, getting the ulti off and getting the kill.
Big kill for Some Desired. Picking up right where he left off in the previous game. Now Rake's going to get trapped by the gravity field. Flash over the wall for Kiosk Girl. It's the Victor. Laser the Ray. Secures the kill on the rush and the Piltover. Maker. Kiosk Girl from long range. Secures her first of the game. Gonna be their first dragon as well for the red team. They stacked these up very nicely in the previous game as well. Although, remember, it was actually Vertute was jungling for the blue team in the previous game.
Very interesting.
So now that he's... Yeah.
Since the draft happened, it seems he has switched sides.
So, on the more winning team, it seems, this time around, red team is just... doing a little bit better so far tonight, although Heizeki able to get that kill in the mid lane is definitely good news, and obviously that solo kill for Some Desired, who's also switched teams, after the previous game.
It seems to be Viego going for the Scuttles and getting it since they went for the Dragon on red side. Mid lane doing some trades, MPTY getting a Q off. And
that's the good old-fashioned trade of neutrals. The grubs did get secured, as you say.
I will say that this game is going a lot more interesting, being even 2-2, not being on the gold deficit here. But it still could be anyone's game.
Yeah. Definitely. I don't really remember. I mean, obviously the solo killing by Empty in the previous game did start pretty early. I don't remember when exactly. But you're absolutely right. You know, this game very nice and close for now, at least.
Oops, Some Desire is going in on Twice the Charm. Twice the Charm looking to back it off. I will say with Embessa still being out, I still have no clue what she does as a champion.
Yeah, let me actually really quick pop up here and check the ability name. So this is the reason why I actually enjoy being in the actual lobby itself, because you can kind of like click on the champions and check ability names and like check things yourself and instead of relying on, you know, your producer or your co-commentator or whatever. Oh yeah, the big play in the bot lane. Kiosk Girl is going to burn down here to the Ignite. Heizeki actually gets in there with the last auto attack to secure the kill. 2-0 now for the Ashe.
And just like that, now we have the difference again on the blue side. Twice the Charm going in on Volibear. Volibear looking to fight. Twice the Charm going in with the R.
Oh,
Volibear getting the shield. Volibear going for the R. Can he survive? With the bite.
Oh, the healing from the Maul is crazy. Yeah, the Frenzied Maul gets him so much health back, and Twice the Charm not quite able to finish the job. Wow, Rakes in the mid lane also going down extremely low, but here comes the Paranoia. Vertute is going to be able to get in there to finish off the bear. 3 kills apiece now.
You know, saying what I just did earlier, I feel that power you're talking about as a caster. You say one thing and it, you know, turns the tide, and it, you know, you cursed enemy team.
Oh, it's real. It's so real. Yeah, the caster curse. It's a well-documented phenomenon.
I'm gonna have to watch that documentary later.
Absolutely.
Looking at the chat, we have Golden Eagles Esports here. Let's go G2E. Yep. I'm here representing the jersey here that Rush Up gave to me. Respect to them. So good to have you guys here. So good to show the love. Thank you so much. Wow, what a turnaround. Indeed. These turnarounds are very quick, actually.
We got 90 seconds out on our next Dragon bagging. I'm going to keep using that as much as possible, by the way.
Dragon bagging.
That's all right.
We in the building.
Yeah.
Respect.
But yeah, there's gonna be a Cloud Dragon next. It looks like.
It looks.
As another fight in the top side. Some Desire is gonna be able to back away underneath the tier 1. Virtude's still waiting for that Paranoia to come back off cooldown. Obviously, Nocturne, very, very important for those early ultimates to be successful. You know, at the first rank, the cooldown on the Paranoia is very, very long. So wasting it does feel extraordinarily bad. As, oh, Rake's gonna get tagged by the Death Ray there. Fortunately, down 20 CS in the mid lane matchup as well. Another fight in the top lane. Charm is going to go for the ultimate. Tries to get away with the flash ball for Some Desired, and there's the solo kill. Second solo kill of the game for Some Desired. Really just feels like he's kind of cementing himself as the superior top laner right now, and now the Nocturne trying to finish him off, but the shielding and the healing is so much for Some Desired. Oh, there gets the Nocturne down low. Oh, Virtute, you got to get out of here. You can't even hang out underneath the turret after that last mauling. It's a wild bear in the top lane, and he is very angry. There he comes. Is he going to catch him? He's going to get him. Oh, the flash away. The blast cone is not going to be utilized.
Victor looking at going on the...
And now empty. Yeah, has the collapse. Some Desired has his own blast cone. Nice heads-up move there from Empty. Denies the blast cone and secures the kill. 2-0 now for our game 1 POG. Stacking up that Dark Seal as well.
Viego still going for this Rift. Blah, 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 blah. I always forget the name of these. Void?
Yeah. The Kevins.
They're called Kevins.
As they're often. Well, sometimes. You could also call them Void Grubs. That's fine, too.
Kedins. I've never heard somebody call them that.
Yeah, it was coined by Mr. I believe that was Mr. Brendan Valdez, or perhaps it was Atlas. I don't quite remember. But one of those LCK guys.
Okay. I like that. I like to call, you know, the Toucan fam.
Same idea, yeah.
If anyone wants to coin that, please do. Put it on Reddit. You got it from here.
I think that's what you just did, though. Didn't you just coin?
Yes, I did. And
I feel like that's all yours.
Like Nintendo, I'm patenting it right now.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do.
Oop.
All right, Some Desired really wants this turret plate. He is gonna get the turret plate and is gonna be absolutely fine. Nicely done. Has that Rod of Ages already as well. I think that's not too early, I guess, but it's nice to have that picked up. As the that's Root is gonna land. Race barely gets away. It's actually Vadius who goes down on the Zyra. Heisky now trying to step forward, but the Chaos Storm. Oh, I really probably shouldn't have walked back up. He had like 50 health left. As now the ace in the hole is gonna be the end of Hu Tao. 2 for 1. Red team looking for a little bit more. Heisky. Oh, barely limping away from that Victor. Yeah, new Victor, he's pretty strong bagging. I'm not sure what happened in your experience with the new Victor, but in my experience, he's pretty terrifying.
Maybe it was the matchup. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying Victor out. I'm not good at control mages, but I also was against Hwei, and walking him and trying to get those trades were pretty rough, I will say. It seems.
Yeah, I guess Victor can struggle into anybody who outranges him, and Wei would be one of those.
One of those matchups for sure. Gevadis looking to gank the top side. Not much happening there.
I don't know how I feel about that. That bear's pretty scary, and he's level 11 now, so maybe I would advise against.
MPTY looking to get the death ray on Ahri. Right.
So we did get that second dragon was secured by the red team once again here. And we have another Hextech soul bagging. Another one.
It seems to be one of those days.
Just a Hextech kind of day, I guess. Yeah, you're right. And the red team's going to just feel absolutely amazing about that. They're really stoked. They love Hextech days. And they were able to deny one of the Kevins as well. So we didn't really mention that. We kind of got sidetracked by the whole coining and naming things conversation.
Oh, yes.
But 5 of the Kevins did get secured by the blue team. But critically able to deny that one means it's only going to be the singular Twitch chatter that is joining the blue team as they try to target these turrets. Oh, empty. Possibly going to get charmed up here as Riggs does go in to look for... Oh, dear. Well, I think there was maybe an Ahri there a second ago, Baggin. Did you see an Ahri there?
I did not, actually.
No, you don't think that? Maybe I was just imagining it.
Maybe it was a ward.
Maybe
it was a ward.
There was also a Rift Herald. The Rift Herald did get secured by the blue team, so that is good news for them. And now we do have Some Desire just trying to defend the blue buff. And Virtu and the rest of the team are trying to take him down. The Stormbringer comes out for a little bit of extra health, but it's not enough. 3 people were enough to take down the very scary bear. Well done, red team.
And there goes the shutdown. Looking at the score right now, we have MPTY once again at 4-0. And taking advantage of that golden at lead.
Yeah.
But I will say the mid laner here, even though 0 and 3 have been defending themselves quite well.
You know, I mean, it's a good thing he wasn't at that last fight, because probably would have just popped from all the Victor damage. So it's a good thing Ahri wasn't there.
Let's see. No objectives up at the moment.
Yep, that's true. But we got another dragon in just a couple minutes. Another dragon bagging. So, you know, that's going to be... I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I really can't.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
It's just too good.
It does roll off the tongue very well, it sounds like. Dragon bagging.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I just love it so much.
Bagging dragon.
But anyways, it's going to be really, obviously, big for the red team if they do manage to secure that next dragon bagging.
It seems to look as though blue side is trying to go for the mid laner right here.
It does, and I kind of wanted to get you to, you know, ponder this a little bit. If you're blue team in this situation, very close there for Hu Tao, barely gets away from the Stranglethorns. The Paranoia comes out. That's going to be the end of Hu Tao as Virtue finds another victim with the Nocturne ultimate. Stridebreaker already done for the Nocturne as well. So he is very sticky once he does get on top of you. But I was about to ask you, Baggin.
Oop, they're going on a
as oh dear, Rakes is in trouble. The ace in the hole is going to connect. Nobody else from blue team could get in front of the bullet in time. That's going to be number 3 for the Chaos Girl.
I will say Nocturne showed no respect to that tower there. Yeah. And you were going to say? It's so hard. It's so hard to have a conversation with red and blue side fighting so hard on the bot and top side.
It can be, yeah. I think I just chose a bad time to initiate it, so that's, you know, that's on me. But
you're all good.
I was gonna ask how you think the blue team should go about trying to contest for this next dragon, because I do feel really strongly that they need to deny it, right? But okay, this is it. This is it right here. The teleport behind, the double TP behind. They gotta take down Empty. The Victor damage is going to be insane. They're going to pick off the Zyra first. Empty is going down pretty low, but he flashes away from the Volibear. He's looking to take down that first kill. He takes down the Brand. Chaos Girl is going to get left out to dry a little bit here, but the Victor is still alive for now, trying to kite this one out. You can see him up here towards the top side of the fight. Race trying to dash on top of him, trying to get on top of him. The Victor barely lives with a sliver of health. Now twice the Charm trying to get away with the Heartbreaker forward. The shutdown comes through for Rush, and now Virtue going to get stunned up by the Volibear with the Victor damage. Oh, he stepped back forward, and the Viego to break his heart. Blue team, huge fight on the bottom side of the map. They clean up the ace. They deny the soul point, and the blue team, they're still in it.
You know what? You asked me a question about blue team, and I think they answered it for you right there in that team fight. They did exactly what they needed to do to get that last dragon, or that first dragon for them. Hextech going to them, first Soul Drake on them.
That was a really bold call. The double TP behind on the 3-man squad from red team that was in the bot lane, but it paid off for him so well. Definitely thin margins in that fight, but they made it work. Now Some Desire going to be stuck on a cupcake for a brief moment. Paranoia utilized as well, but the Nocturne can't quite get in range just yet. The Piltover Peacemaker, also not a ace in the hole, will finally finish off the bear. The flash away there from Highski is going to keep the Ashe alive. Some Desired does seem to have a bit of a penchant, Baggin, for charging Rift Heralds into turrets and then immediately dying afterwards.
I will say that's...
Is that the Some Desired specialty?
I will say I think that Some Desire is the message that he is trying to portray today.
Yeah, I think so too.
He, And I will say, I did notice too from the last game, he did that solo by himself. He just makes that call.
Yeah. Sometimes
Looking at the...
I mean, I guess it's... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, looking at the score, it seems like he doesn't mind. He might not be a KDA player, but he is a team player, I will say. Giving the goal for everyone.
Oh, yeah, I mean, definitely. I think that's what it's all about, right? Is he's not only sending a message to the enemy team, but he's also sending the message to his own team, where it's like, guys, it doesn't matter if I die, as long as I can get you all a little bit of gold. It's all worth it. It's wholesome, really, is what it is.
Plays for days, Doc says.
So we do have Mr. Baron Nashor on the map now, so we've crested the 21-minute mark on Summoner's Rift for the second. Oh my goodness, Victor damage. Ouchie.
Oh.
Okay, Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to connect onto Vadis. Follow-up is not there. Paranoia going to be utilized now in Heizeki. No flash this time around. And that is a very dead Ash. Goodbye, Kiosk Girl number 5 on the Caitlyn.
I gotta ask chat here. I'm kind of curious. Who do you guys think is gonna win this game? This is a very even game. The last dragon fight that they did have, I did notice that it was 5-11, and then they went straight to 10-13. So I don't want to say that, you know, red side is up to win it yet, because this looks like it could be a coin flip game around the later parts of it.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it's still relatively close. You know, the gold difference is less than 1,000 right now in favor of the red team, so it's a pretty close game. But I don't know. I mean, we've got Empty here. Our game 1 POG is looking pretty good. Again, he's got the Medjais, and he's just doing a crazy amount of damage. So, I mean, I think that's the key. As long as Empty keeps playing the way that he has, I don't know if the blue team is going to be able to do much about it. They're pushing down the mid lane right now. So there's not really much that the red team can do to push the pace of the game forward with all the, you know, neutral objectives unavailable at the moment. You know, Baron obviously is there, but they can't just start up a Baron all willy-nilly.
Yeah, but they are
Wouldn't like that at all.
They are pinging it, like if they are interested in looking for that next.
And we've also got another dragon coming up pretty soon. It's just about a minute on the next dragon, so could also play for that. I guess if you're red team bagging, how are you? What are you looking for at this point?
On red side, I feel as though if I was them, I feel like there are no objectives open at the moment, and they have TP on both top and mid. I would do a 1-3-1 scenario and try to see if we can force them out into like pushing one lane or the other. I would definitely send Victor top to face against the Volley, or at least push when he's not there, trying to help the team on that 3 situation in the mid side. But as of right now, Dragon is coming up like you said before, and it looks to see as though they're trying to go for that.
Yeah. Twice the Charm's up there to try and match the Volibear for now. Should be able to clear out the minion wave. Both top laners do have that teleport available, like you mentioned.
Ahri taking some
As
damage
that's going to be the
from-
Ahri. Yeah, for Spirit Rush going to be forced out here. Oh, Spirit Rush back in, and immediately has to flash away from that one. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Some Desired is going underneath the turret to try to look for another solo kill. Is going to have another Frenzied Maul. Back off cooldown in a second here. Trying to get back on top of that Ambessa. There's the stun flashes for the Volibear. He can't quite find it. Now his minion wave is gone. He just took 3 turret shots for free. All right, well, you know.
You hate to see it.
He tried. Unless you're red team.
I will say,
and you're pretty happy about it, probably.
I will say, they did try their best, and I'm noticing now at 24-18, Marty is using that all chat feature, like I said. Really getting into their mental, hitting that question mark.
Nice.
But at least twice the charm did defend the tower. They did put in some good work there. Luckily, they did not have to use any TPs during that fight, but Twice the Charm did use Ignite, so they won't have that for Baron. Victor looking to go in on the Viego, pushing him off the Scuttlecraft for that vision on Baron. They're really playing highly aggressive for it.
Grab Shellfish secured for the red team. And they did secure the Dragon as well. So Hextech Soul Point now. I mean, for me, yeah, it's the red team are really just looking to put the finishing touches on this one. That Charm is going to miss for Rakes. And now Empty kiting forward. The brand passive is on over the Victor. He doesn't care. He flashes into the entire enemy team and does take the Ahri with him, but dies for it. Chiastro tries to get away, but one more Q from the Viego is going to take her down. But Virtute flies in with the Paranoia, trades back onto the enemy jungler, manages to take down Heizeki as well. And now it's only Some Desired here. The Ambessa ultimate committed to knock up the Volibear. The Some Desired is going to be able to fight this one out a little bit, gets a little bit of a shield. He's going to have the W back on cooldown. He doesn't get the cast off in time. It's going to be another kill over to Virtute. 5-2 now on the Nocturne, and it's a 5-2 overall in the team fight. Red team massively on top.
We see them pushing the mid-side tower just because they have 3 people and not enough damage to go for the Baron pick. They're going to get one more tower, pushing the wave, and then probably back and reset. I will say, during that fight, I did notice the Victor, he did get his passive off on the ultimate. He got 3 stacks on that. That was,
Really?
yeah, he did. It was very impressive. I thought he only gets it for the kills, though, and not for assists, which I was kind of...
No, it works for assists, too. It's any takedown. Increases the size and duration of the ultimate.
Very interesting, very interesting. Ooh.
Yeah, it's any champion that the Storm has damaged. So I guess he specifically has to get an assist with the Chaos Storm. As Spectrum is going to tag onto Empty, who's level 16 right now, but doesn't have Flash. And he just executes the Viego. Now Some Desired is going to jump forward. The gravity field does come down and does get the stun, but thankfully Rakes is there to help clean up the Victor. Twice the Charm now in 1v2. The Ambessa trying to fight this one out, but I just don't know if it's really going to work out. One more dash over the wall for Rakes, and the Ambessa is going to go down. Some Desired picks up number 5.
I think now would be the perfect time to at least try to look or put some wards on the Baron. But seeing as though they are there, it's going to be a little bit sketchy. Hopefully the blue side doesn't get picked off. Or actually...
No, I do agree, Baggin. I'm a really bit perplexed as to why the guy with the wards, our brand support, is pushing bot lane for some reason. Like, why? Yeah, why are you not with the rest of the team?
Very interesting, very interesting. I think he's trying to go for the farm ward for the gold, or maybe the XP.
But he's the support.
Very, very interesting. Oop.
Now, Some Desired is very far down this top lane. And, in fact, I would hazard to say, Baggin, he was a little bit too far down the top lane.
Yeah.
If I may be so bold.
No, I will agree to that. I think he should have only pushed the lane, you know, a quarter halfway and then backed off, knowing that the Baron that he is pushing for is up. But then again, he doesn't have TP, so I see him doing that for no good reason other than tower. A tower that he did not get.
Right.
Already pushing the red side, and
he was close.
Red side looking.
Yeah, I guess maybe that was the play. Some Desired was drawing people to the top lane, so then Race could secure the tier 1 in bot lane. All calculated.
Ooh, looks to be a skirmish going on in mid, but nothing hits between Ahri and Caitlyn.
So we got our next Hextech Dragon spawning imminently. This would be sold for the red team if they can get in here, but River Control currently held by blue team. And I'm just now kind of realizing that we never got those team names, did we?
We did not. I think one of them did give a name out, but I don't recall it anymore.
Oh yeah, Team Run It Down, I think, was proposed.
Oh. Looks to see Twice the Charm getting picked off.
Dashing away from the Charm.
Red team.
Twice the Charm dashing away from the Charm. That works. Wow, that's good.
Wow, you're really rhyming today, huh?
Well, I mean, they just kind of gave that one to me. I didn't really do much there.
Oh, Volibear.
Okay, in goes the Volibear. Yeah, the Stranglethorns does come out, gets the knock up, but Vladis is very much dead, and now the stun comes through into the Nocturne as well. Is going to get taken down. No jungler means this dragon should go over to blue team. They are able to secure it. Now Twisted Charm trapped in all of these blue team members, not going to be able to get away. Kiosco off on the flank. She's trying to get away now as well. Does have a well-placed trap to deny the chase from the Volibear, but there's just too many people there. Empty is going to be able to get one back, as Heiseki was kind of trapped in the back of the dragon pit there, and there was nobody hanging around to defend the Ashe. Empty gets one back, but overall, really pretty huge win for the blue team. They got 4 for 1 there, plus the dragon. Absolutely massive for blue.
Once again, like I said, this is a very even game. The numbers don't look quite close, but I will say the mentality for both teams, they're really trying their best to win. It's very impressive.
Of course.
It's very impressive. I will say
I still definitely favor red team with the Fed Victor. But definitely, you know, it is maybe a little bit concerning for any red team fans out there. They definitely forced that last team fight without really having position. You know, twice it was well played by blue team as well, where they were kind of like waiting for red team to walk in, and they were able to identify that twice the charm was isolated, and they like pushed the Ambessa out and then collapsed in for the rest of the fight. That was well done for sure. But red team maybe getting a little bit loose with it as we come down the stretch here. Oh, that's an interesting blast cone. Interesting maneuver there, but Some Desire is going to be totally fine. Race gets in there and immediately gets ulted by the Ambessa. Goes golden, buys a moment. The Ambessa now trying to dash around, trying to make something happen. The fear comes out onto the Viego, who is going to get taken out. But the Victor been taken down on the other side of the fight. That's huge for blue team. Nocturne goes in, finishes off Hu Tao with the Paranoia, but now Virtute has no way of getting out. The Charm connects onto the Ambessa. Twice the Charm tries to get away, but the slows from the Ashe are too much. It's a triple kill for Heiseki, the team captain, looking for his redemption in the blue team. They're onto the Baron.
blue team really turning these fights around for their side. Volibear really going in on these huge engages and using the power of being so tanky and strong with the golden momentum he has. But red team still looking to fight for this Baron pick. Blue team getting the charm off of the Caitlyn.
I don't know.
Only looking to get the stun on this.
Oh, they did.
Ahri going in for the charm, getting the assist, getting the next dash, and blue team having to fall back now. Red team actually saving the Baron, now them having no damage.
Yeah.
So, honestly, this game is just turning around each and every time. It's so interesting. It's so hype. But I didn't hear you say that you are favoring the red team for the victor. I got hope for the blue team. I could see the comeback. I can see the Some Desire really, really pulling this game.
Definitely. And Heiseki, after that triple kill, is going to be pretty strong as well. And they've also knocked off most of the Magi stacks off of Empty's Victor. So, yeah, I mean, I'm starting to believe, too, after that last fight. You know, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the decision for Kiosk Girl and Vadius to go back in and contest as two, but it did get blue team off the Baron, so maybe that was worth it. I really am not sure. But yeah, I mean, blue team are fighting back really well, but as I say, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I've done it again, haven't I? Heiseki is just gonna get Ambessa'd. And that's completely my fault. I'm sorry, Heiseki. As the charm is going to come in, they're going to pick off Umti as well. So 1-for-1 so far. His body is trying to get away. Does have the Danglethorn sidestep on the charm. Very nice, but not going to be able to get away from the Volibear, who Stormbringer's forward. And now it's going to be Virtute goes in with the Paranoia, but the fight is already lost for red team. Blue team, they're looking to maybe even finish this one off right now. Is a double kill for Some Desired. Another massive team fight win for blue, and they're pushing down mid.
And like I said, I was voting for the blue team this whole time. You know, I was cheer captain for them. But looks to see though as
cheer captain.
looks to see though as blue team gets those final kills, they push very hard. Are they gonna get the 2 Nexus?
Can
minions?
Ambessa get the wave?
Can Ambessa?
Can she get to the minion wave? That's the question. She needs to get the minion wave. She has to buy like 10 more seconds, and she's not going to be able to do it. The Nexus turrets are already gone. The Flash Charm is very nice from Rakes, who's also getting some redemption from that previous game. And Blue Team, they're able to tie us up 1-1 on the night.